UFC 270 is in the books, y'all. We're going to break it down. What happened this past Saturday, January 22nd, UFC 270. This is your boy JG, Exaggeration Experience. Let's go.
I noticed Mick Maynard put the belt on you and not Dana. Was that at your request? You didn't want Dana to do that? Or why did that happen?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
So,
like I said before, y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy JG, Exaggeration Experience. Let's get right into it. So we know this past Saturday, January 22nd, UFC 270 went down in Anaheim, California. Your main event, Gane and Ngannou, heavyweight strap on the world title for the baddest man on the planet. Also your co-main event, Davis and Figueiredo, Brandon Moreno, locked horns, went to battle for the third time. And let's talk about what happened on the card. So I'm going to start at the top, your main event. Ciryl Gane, interim champion. Francis Ngannou, your real-life champion. Let me fix this real quick. Shout out to y'all. This fight ended in a decision. I picked Gane to win this fight. You can check that video out. I felt like on his feet, he had enough power to keep Ngannou honest, versatility and strikes that he'd be able to confuse him, maybe wear him down, maybe get a stoppage in the third or fourth round. Gane always has the possibility of knocking you the fuck out. You know, he does that. He has power like that. He'll just punch you and just put you in a body bag. So you have to think about that. If you're thinking about fighting a guy like Francis Ngannou, he'll body you. So those are the main things that I consider to be on the table for this upcoming fight. This is one of those scenarios where I don't mind being wrong, because Francis Ngannou just came out there and just wrestled his ass off. He said, "Come here, Gane," and just grabbed him and just held him and just controlled him. You know, he landed some stuff, nothing crazy, which is kind of surprising. Even if Gane was able to eat something, my bad. Francis Ngannou didn't get that crazy ass shot. He won in a way that, I definitely didn't predict. I predicted that Ngannou would lose, but I mentioned before that he doesn't even have a decision victory on his resume before Saturday night. The 3 decisions that are on his resume, I believe, are all losses. Every victory he had was by stoppage. So I don't even know if Gane was lost 3 times. I'm not gonna look it up. But anyway, yeah, he lost to Derek Lewis. He lost to Stipe Miocic. I think he has another L in there. But anyway, he got it done via decision. That's his first decision victory over a game opponent. Gane surprised me a little bit. His inability to keep Ngannou off of him. I know, obviously, Ngannou's a big-ass dude. So, but, Gane ain't a little dude himself. But I think also, just the gas tank, he seemed to run out of steam a bit. But, you got a big dude hanging on you. So I can see it. Surprised by the outcome. Not that Ngannou won. I never said it was a foregone conclusion that he would just lose, but the way in which he won, he showed some different wrinkles in his game. And I think that if that's an area that you're going to have to put into your back pocket and respect from Francis Ngannou as far as his wrestling and grappling is concerned, it makes him that much more difficult of opponent to beat. To beat a guy like Ngannou, it's got to be boring, safe, at a distance, and you have to have enough pop and versatility in your strikes now, obviously, to be able to keep him off your legs and attempt multiple takedown attempts. There's been some conversation out there about the rule set, individuals stating that, well, if you understand the unified rules in MMA and UFC or whatever the case may be, that they could see Gane winning the fight. And I think that's all well and good. I think that Gane and his team knows that they didn't do what they were supposed to do. They went out there and really got kind of caught off guard by plan B/plan C. And, Francis Ngannou proved to be the better mixed martial artist Saturday, January 22nd. So shout out to him. Shout out to the heavyweight division. Shout out to petty ass Dana White. Dana, I don't know if you're going to see this video, but if you see this video, Dana, how come you didn't put the belt on my man's? That contract stuff? I know cats were put off by Ngannou thinking he's asking for too much money and who's he beat and he hasn't even been on top that long. I guess that's all fair assessments if that's how you feel about it. But we already know when it comes to MMA, especially in the UFC, fighters have felt for a long time they're not getting paid what they deserve. For instance, Ngannou really been chilling, betting on himself, and going out here and winning fights. So shout out to Nick Maynard. If you don't know who Nick Maynard is, Google him. Shout out to Dana White. Don't do that no more. And then you didn't go to the post-fight press conference. You love talking about yourself and how good events were, and you didn't go. Shout out to Dana White. He's petty on 100. To put a bow on the heavyweight conversation, though, I saw Jon Jones recently put some stuff up on the internet talking about if this is the apex of the heavyweight division, you know, he can't wait to get in there or whatever he was talking about, or here comes daddy. Here's what I would say. Jon Jones, shout out to you. One of the greatest of all times, the 205 king forever, light heavyweight champion, UFC. But do you think that you have the skill set to keep Francis Ngannou just off you? I'm not saying blow for blow, strike for strike. That's not what I'm talking about. Can you keep that dude from taking your ass down to the ground and laying on you? Jon Jones is a freakishly strong dude. I think sometimes people see his little lower half, his little skinny ass legs, and think that he don't got it. But I know he's strong. I don't know if he's Ngannou strong. And I feel like that's the kind of fight where even if Jon Jones was on the outside, which he doesn't really particularly do well, guys that he even fights with, he has the physical advantage over, whether it be by height or his reach advantage. 84 inches is crazy. He likes to be close to people. I don't know if that's a good method for a guy like Francis Ngannou. I don't want to be close to him. He punched my whole damn head off. I don't want that. But yeah, for me, if I'm Jon Jones, if I watch that fight, shout out to the combatants, but I'm going back to 205. That's just my take on it. If I'm Jon Jones, he can say whatever he wants on the internet, but if I watch that fight, I'm going back to 205. If I'm Jon Jones, shout out to Jon Jones. Moving on to the co-main event, another barn burner. I had this fight going to a decision, but I had the nod going to Moreno. They saw for Figueiredo. A great fight. I think it was 47-48, 47-48, 46-49. Unanimous decision for Deiveson Figueiredo. 1-1-1 is a record of these two combatants against each other. I think they need to do it again. I was talking shit before, like, why do you guys, they keep running this one back, but now this is it. This is the rock, paper, scissors, the round 3. This is it. You got the draw, submission victory, UD victory. I thought that Brandon Figueiredo, that's both fighters if they had a baby. Anyway, I thought that Deiveson Figueiredo was just sharper, more aggressive. His shots meant more. Brandon Moreno looked a little slower than usual. He stated that he had an easy weight cut this time around, and I don't have any reason not to believe that. But something in his preparation may have been a little different, a little off, or perhaps it was something that Figueiredo was doing that just made Brandon Moreno just a little bit slow to get. Still, overall, was a tremendous fight. I could have seen that fight get scored a draw. Don't at me. But I know what it means. It means that these guys have fought 3 times. There is no clear, definitive, outside the submission victory. We don't know who's who. So, yep, book it, mark it. I don't even want to talk about it much. I don't want to talk about anybody else in the 125-pound division. These dudes need to fight again. I don't know when it's going to be or where it's going to be, but that fight needs to take place. There's no getting around that. Overall, UFC 270 was a good card. Looking forward to 271. We'll break that down in future videos. There's a lot of angles that we can go with this one, but going back to the top of the card, Francis Ngannou defeats Cyril Gane via decision, a 5-round decision. His first decision victory, I believe, ever. And what that means for the division. Where's Stipe Miocic? Just out of curiosity. I don't think Jon Jones fits. And I think Gane will be back. He didn't look great. And, Ngannou can do that to guys, but he didn't look great to me. I could see where a guy like Jon Jones would be encouraged by the side of that, but I think overall the physicality of that division, the guys who are at the top of the division, would give Jon Jones some problems. But we got to see it first. I wouldn't want to see Jon Jones get into a title fight off rip. Fight another heavyweight, beat that dude up if that's what you can do, and then we'll see what you're about. But given his status, who he is, what he's accomplished in the sport, and what he's going to essentially demand, he's going to demand to be in one of those primetime fights off rip. But we'll see if that happens. Guys, you've made it this far. You're a real one. If you hadn't had an opportunity, please like, subscribe, bell icon for notification. This is your boy JG. UFC 270 just went down January 22nd. Francis Ngannou came out on top. Shout out to Dana White. He's somewhere in hiding. Not sure why. Put the belt on that man next time you go out there. Your co-main event, Davis and Figueiredo, Brandon Moreno. They're going to fight 10 more times, probably. Figueiredo came out on top. UD got the strap back after being submitted in their last outing and then a draw in the outing before that. But that's your update. More to come. Like, subscribe, bell icon for notification. Yeah.